side, you feel me? I feel your pain. I lost a lot of loved ones too, and I feel why you did it. But then again, on the other side, I'm looking at you from your other side, and I'm like, well, this could be a complete narcissistic behavior. Why do you have to trauma dump your pain on me based on the facts that I said that's jeopardizing you and your company? If it's the truth. But why do you got to talk about your brother? Why can't you let him just rest in peace, respectfully? Why do you have to add his name into this conversation? And then why do you have to cry for me? Like, I created you, but you did all that to me. So, okay, I'm dealing with Lou. I know she's going through emotions right now. I feel her, right? So I'm just juggling this conversation, you feel me, as best as I can, you know? And then I got my brother right here who I just dismissed, you feel me? I'm like, So then I'm like, okay, I got my energy back, and I'm talking with her. I'm like, Lou, I'm gonna be honest with you. You're bright. You're intelligent. You're great at what you do. But don't say that what I'm saying is wrong. What I'm saying is right. Because if it wasn't right, she's pulling at my heartstrings. Exactly. I'm just like, in my head, I'm just like, oh yeah, I already seen their face, you know what I mean? I'm like, yo, it's all heartless. They just love that money. Heartless. But what if I threw away my heart in a trash can where you lost me at? Oh yeah, now I'm gonna talk to you like an official person. Lou, I feel your pain. And I totally get you. And I pray you heal from that someday. Boom, push that to the side. Push that whole conversation right to the side. That's how you get a narcissist to get out their feelings real fast. Okay. Right after that, okay, listen, I understand this is your business, but if you look at it, your business is created to serve the community. But the community that you're serving is having a problem with the way that you're providing the tools that the insurance and the government's provided to give to you to pass down to us. So somewhere along the lines, you guys, I'm not saying you, Lou, you're a great individual, so I don't know if you have anything to do with it. I can't follow the money from this side yet. However, you come here trying to offer me a client, a spa day, fully paid for, which is a few $100s, right? Or whatever. To go and get a massage for the trauma that you put me through and all these clients through, and the client that got discharged last week for no reason through that's not on the news overdosed. What? I gotta get, you telling me you want to reward me when that mother or that brother that you kicked out a week ago, it's probably somewhere in the middle of the road. How about your brother that you keep talking about? What if that was somebody else's brother? How would you feel? I switched the whole conversation right back to her. You could see her face go from the cry teary-eyed to the Aries that she is. She done came with that passive-aggressive, narcissistic, trauma dumping. At least if you know that your business is going through XYZ, you better come through with no empty hands, G. But you trying to offer me a spa day? And you gonna call me an addict thinking that I'm gonna use the money for some drugs. But you out here scamming money from the government and people that could be like your brother. Just to what? Go buy your car. Go get your titties done, butt done. Go spend money on your family back home. Go hire your own cousins to be CPRSs who don't know English. Y'all tripping, gang. So you get to chill and live lavish and be a part of Hennepin County and be a business owners, right? But then the people that you claim to serve are getting neglected, getting spit on, getting ran, all of that. And you want to come to me and try to offer me a spa day. Baby, look, you got to be better than that, sweetheart. You got to be better than that. Sweetheart, you got to be better than that. You going to bribe a client. You got to bribe a client to get a spa day because you're scared if I make a report that it's going to jeopardize your company. That only means one thing. If what I'm saying is true and if your paperwork is fraudulent. 1 week later, I got discharged. You know who my counselor was? My counselor, you know what? His name is on my medical record. If I don't say his name and something happens to me, then he won't be a potential suspect. So Eric Garnett, EricGarnett. His name was on the discharge paper. He treated me with dignity and respect when I was a client there. But the day I graduated, he treated me like trash. And the day that I told his bosses that they needed to have a step down rules and regulation, he treated me like trash. And then the day after I declined Lul's offer, her bribe for a spa day, this was the last time he treated me like trash. He is an ex, I don't know if he was a Marine or a Navy. I'm not sure. But he was in the military for the U.S. government. And he was a counselor for Access Healing Center. EricGarnett. When I got discharged, it was early in the morning. I got called to the office after I declined her bribe. Got called to the office, Eric Garnett's office, and he completely changed his face. I'm like, what happened to the genuine counselor who would actually teach me about God, about the story of Joseph, about all these other things? And why now did you have to change your whole face? I know you're wondering, how did he change his face, Muhammad? How did he change his face? How you gonna serve the U.S. military and go help this country, but you're putting clients in this country, born in this country, under the dirt and burying them under paperwork? But I don't blame you. But you shouldn't have listened to them, because now your name is attached to that discharge paper that I still have. And you know what that discharge paper says? I'm going to tell you what that discharge paper says. He brought me to that office. He said, Muhammad, you know what, I didn't eat food all day. I ate a little bit of food yesterday, and today I cannot eat food. You guys make my stomach sick. You guys make my stomach sick. But the real gonna relate, the fake don't always hate. So yo, the real, stand up. We're gonna put our chest up, chin up. Mr. Garnett called me to his office. That's my counselor, right? I was always happy to see him, but a week before my graduation, he treated me like shit. So now I was just like, you know what? Af Somalia ko hadla murdo ya, hada af Ingris ko hadla, cause that guy daawanayo. Sug. Hada af Ingris so barinde, sugde. luqada baro waa halka luqada oo adduunka dhan ku hadlo waay ani ay sheegtaa af Soomaali ku hadlo naaka buuga fur af Ingiriis baro ama naga aamus. So Mr. Garnett called me to his office And he said, Muhammad, this looks like you need a higher level of care. And all I heard was just like ringing in my ears. Like I already knew this was coming. My soul felt so easy. But the minute he said that, I just heard bells in my ear. Right hand up. No bullshit. He said, Muhammad Ali, you deserve a higher level of care. You know, we're going to recommend you to Park Avenue Treatment Center or some other place. And I'm like, okay, so didn't I take all drug tests here ever since I stepped into the doors up until now? I'm sober, right? He's like, yes. Okay, so my thing is this. First off, may I have a copy of that sheet that you have right there? No, who did it? Okay. What is the basis? What is the basis, right? That I have to go receive a higher level of care? Tell me, which rules and regulations did I break? Which rules and regulations did I break? He said, listen, the bosses made their decision. I can't really help you. But sir, he was acting like a concerned citizen now. You're the one that taught me it takes 28 days to control a mind. And I learned exactly all that mind control stuff, and I seen that you were doing the same thing to me. You were gaslighting me. I didn't want nothing from them. But these other clients here who were promised a step-down program, why don't they have rules and regulations for this program? Simple. Is that our fault? Is that our fault? We're already dealing with family issues. We're already dealing with moms like this. We're already dealing with families like this. We're already dealing with life like this. We're already colored in a country like this. We're already going through a million different things. But instead of you guys giving us a blank slate, right? Instead of you guys giving us basic, just what the federal government gave you in order to give us, if you could have just gave it all to us, would we have been here right now talking about any of you guys? So before you blame me, I already know that I'm the gold. I'm a client. In the middle of client is L-I-E-N, lean, loan. In the middle, it's L-I-E, a lie. Whatever this loan says that's paid in full is a liar. Why did you guys disrespect your own business? Clock it. You had a step-down program. When clients like me stepped into that step-down program, why did you not have rules and regulations for your business? Not me, for you. So you step down from the graduate and you get I got disrespected on my graduation day. You know why? Because they didn't like the way that me and the other clients stood up and asked them, cool, calm, and copacetic, right? We need rules and regulations. I did speak up then. I sent it through DHS. That's all I knew how to do. Was make a phone call, send an email, fill out a portal. Thought that they would help me. They didn't help me. Guess what? After Eric Garnett, my counselor, who I highly respected at the time. Okay, do you know what Easy said? See, this is how you know some of these girls out here be easy, gang. She calls herself Easy. I'm gonna tell you why. Why, Easy? She said, why did you need rules and regulations? Why are you asking for that? Damn. Now, is that common sense, or is common sense not really so common nowadays? She said, okay. So, Mr. Eric Garnett, my counselor, gave me that discharge paper. Her brother, who got a position, he used to live in Canada, came from Canada. His name is Ibrahim Sharif. Came through to the office and said, hey, Mohammed, you know, all your belongings are at the house. You know, I can give you a ride there in my black Chevy Malibu. Okay, cool. So we went over there. Boom. Keep in mind, her brother graduated from Egypt, Islamic Scholars School, right? Top of his class, right? And guess what? He's working alongside the Coven now, right? The Coven. You got Lugatul's son, Vice President Puntland's son. You got the president and CEO of Snappy. And then you got the grant writer in Minnesota. You got the person at Body Brokers, brings people in and gives them vapes and cash and cigarettes. Got the one that's wearing all black, probably, I don't know, doing some voodoo or something. And then you got Lul over here bribing clients who speak the truth with spa days. Now I see why they're laughing. Now I see what you're really looking at. You're not even looking at him. You looking outside the window. You like, damn, what if this video gets me one day? Where are you looking at? You like, man, I'm finna bail out from these two. That's what she thinking. I'm finna bail out from these two. You too smart to be hanging around folks that do what they do. You too smart for that, Lou. So I pray that goodness comes your way. You know why? Because even though you bribed me, at the end of the day, you always made sure that other clients had a smile on their face. But did you know that they were being robbed? Don't be playing with our emotions. But guess what, though? She went to school. He went to school. I don't know. This guy used to arrest his friends with the FBI. What are you talking about? This guy literally set up the whole community. And then now he's here getting clients screwed over. Karma is a big old B, right? Okay, cool. Lul, man, you know what? I ain't even gonna speak about her. You guys heard what she did. I told y'all what she did. You can go look at the DHS files when I do a FOIA, Freedom of Information Act. You're gonna be like, oh, interesting. So he did say this, right? He did send these conditional acceptance letters, right? So like I said, Lul, don't be bribing clients. Hey, bad, don't let me drive your car, and don't lie to me telling me that you're going to assist me with connections if you don't have to promise me a damn thing. All you have to do is be an executive for your business. All you have to do. You don't have to coerce me. You don't have to lie to me. You don't have to make empty promises. You don't have to do nothing but one thing. Make sure your employees are acting with dignity and respect. Make sure you're not hiring my brother to watch over me. And make sure that you're following all the rules and regulations for your business. That's it. April. I don't know.